Hey guys, so I'm making this video because I saw a picture on Facebook today and it really bothered me. And it was a picture posted by someone who's no longer my friend on Facebook. I deleted them because it was a picture talking about the homicides in 2011, if I'm not mistaken. And the picture had about 4 objects in descending order, and it was starting with, it had some kind of machine gun, like an AK-47, and it said, so many people were killed by this gun. And I'll have the picture to put up for you. I don't remember the exact number that it had. The next thing it had was some other weapon. So many people were killed by that weapon. Then it had a knife. More people were killed by the knife than the other 2 weapons. And then at the bottom, it had, like 200,000 people were killed by malpractice of doctors in 2011, which is more than the weapons. This is a fact. You can look it up. It's on the FBI website. They record this every year. I'm not making this up. It's really there. So, you can't argue that fact. But underneath that, it had a paragraph. And this paragraph read, you have a higher chance of dying by using your Obamacare than you do from being shot by a gun. That is, I mean, what? Like, Obamacare doesn't even go into effect until 2014. So, I'm kind of confused because, obviously this is a jam at Obamacare. It's like a jam at, like, 2 different things. It's a jam at gun control, and it's a jam at Obamacare. I personally am not against gun control. I think we should be allowed to own guns. My family owns guns. They're useful and personal safety. I think you should have it. But the whole thing was really misleading because, just to start with the guns, they didn't have a handgun on there. They had a machine gun. This assault rifle, if that's what it was. I mean, I'm not up to date on guns, but it was an assault rifle, and it pretty much, are they counting people just killed in America by assault rifles? Or are they counting people killed overseas by assault rifles? Or in the whole world by assault rifles? Because I'm pretty sure that's higher than malpractice of doctors. But then on the other hand, they weren't including handguns. They weren't including any sort of handgun, pistol, any concealed sort of projectile weapon, which bothered me, because that's something that more people carry than assault rifles, personally. And I know someone at work who carries a concealed weapon for personal safety. And but then moving on to the obvious thing is the Obamacare. So 200,000 people died from malpractice of doctors. Since you cannot use your Obamacare at all, because it doesn't exist yet for a couple years, it bothers me that people are saying that, because those 200,000 people that died, those doctors were paid for by their private insurance. They were covered by their own personal insurances that they have, and or if they didn't have insurance, the hospitals just ate the money, because that's what happens if you don't have insurance. Hospitals have to eat that money, and you're stuck with a medical bill. They bill you over and over again, and you just never pay it. And that's pretty much how that works, if you didn't know, but I'm just letting you know. And so Obamacare, though, is just insurance. So blaming Obamacare for malpractice deaths anyways, even if it was put into effect, that's inaccurate, because it's just insurance. Obamacare isn't at any one doctor or any one hospital. It's an insurance that you can buy if you don't have insurance. And, well, legally you have to buy it if you don't have insurance. That's the law. So, next year, that's what people don't get, is it doesn't take effect until next year. So, it really, really bothers me. This picture really bothered me, and I commented on it saying that this post is really misleading. I feel like whoever made this is just trying to stir up trouble. I don't know why, you're my friend, and I don't understand why you're posting this, because an intelligent person can see right through this. Even someone who doesn't like Obamacare, they have to at least step back and say, that's not right. I don't get it. Obamacare that isn't even in effect yet, and people are dying from it. Like, it's insurance. It's insurance. I don't know how I can say that enough. It's not like Obama is hiring a bunch of doctors to go out and treat people. That's not it at all. Obamacare is paying for it, and you pay for Obamacare. So really, you're buying insurance to cover you. And I'm not understanding why my friend would post this, and instead of him commenting back, letting me know what he thought about it, his mother actually commented on it and tried to rip me a new one, telling me that those AK-47s have saved my life more than doctors have. Being someone who, since last January, has had about 6 individual surgeries, major surgeries for life-threatening illness, doctors have saved my life. So I don't know, maybe she's fortunate enough to never have to have gone to a doctor before, and that's great. I would never wish illness upon anybody, but you really have to step back and say, this person can't even jump into someone else's shoes and say, maybe a doctor, all doctors are bad. It's just shocking to me. It really, really is. And I don't feel like assault rifles have saved my life in any way whatsoever. They've never saved my life. They may be used by soldiers who defend my country, but that's not saving my life. It's not. In any way whatsoever. That's defending my country. That's different. That's not saving my life. So, if someone invaded my country, that doesn't necessarily mean I'll die. So, but whatever. But anyways, it just really this picture really bothered me. I'll try to find it and post it in the video. But, please comment below of what you think of it. These people lately have really been bothering me, and I've been deleting them off Facebook. If I see anything about gun control anymore, about people saying, we shouldn't have gun control, blah, 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 I just delete them. Even though I don't believe in gun control myself, I still don't understand why it's such a big deal, because, after that shooting in Connecticut, people went crazy posting all that stuff, and there's no need for it, because no one even said anything about gun control. Nothing was said. It's hyped up by people to, it's all political. It's to stick it to the man. I'm really not, I'm not getting it. There's no argument over it. Our president didn't even say anything about it. I don't get it. They're just trying to start trouble. And so I delete those people on site. They're ignorant. They don't look into their facts. They can't look at things from an intelligent point of view. I think because even though I have my own political views, I can always do my best to see from the across the fence. That's what our country's about, is compromise and trying to step in someone else's shoes, because there are so many different types of people that live here. And I think once you're unable to do that and you say it's my way or the highway, you're in effect ruining the whole atmosphere of the country and the way our nation works. And it's disappointing, to be honest. So, I live in the reddest state in the union, and and these people are on Facebook. I live, like I said, I live in Utah. It's like 90% white, 90% red. Romney won by the biggest margin here. It's, people here aren't as ignorant as some of these people I see on Facebook. They're uneducated, I don't get it. I guess maybe it's the internet. They get a little more tough and, expressing themselves on the internet, thinking that it's okay, but it just makes me view them as an intolerant prick. So, I try to keep in touch with people I've met all over the country. I've moved around, and I try to keep in touch with these people, but I'm finding out that I don't really want to a lot of the times, and I've deleted, over the past 2 months, I've deleted over 50 people just for posting things like that. So it gets to the point where I can't be their friend in good conscience, knowing, and it's not like they posted it once, they do it continually. It was like every time I log in, I see some stupid, it's like, God, it's like, can you not go a day without thinking about, like, gun control or, healthcare or abortion or whatever the subject is? It's, give me a day where I don't have to think about it. I just want to log on my Facebook. I want to read about what someone had for breakfast. I want to read about what someone did that day. And I want to look at a picture of a cat, and that's about it. Like, I don't know. I do it to keep in touch with friends and to have fun, be funny on there, and people turn it into this crazy thing. So, but I don't know. That's my rant for the day. I just had to rant about it because it was really, really bothering me. And just let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'd really be interested in it. And like and favorite if you enjoyed. And be sure to check out my other videos for sure. Have a great day, guys.